Let's take a trip to Ecuador, shall we? So let's discuss what Father Crespi had in his cave. When we start from the top, you see the representation of 12 for the 12 constellation. The next level, they're tracking the 5 planets you can see with your naked eye on that chart. Tracking the planets is how you perform magic, create potions, and create elixirs and enchant anything. He has 5 in his skirt because he has the knowledge of the planets. 5 you can see with your naked eye. Underneath is the frequency that they have to possess to match the planets. To the left, you have the 5 planets you can see with your naked eye. The elephant represents Saturn giving life to all things. To the right, you have them tracking the planets inside of the 12 constellations. I've already showed you in India, from the base, you have 4. The 5th makes 5 for 5 planets you can see with your naked eye. In Saturn's spot, you see all the animals and all the life that Saturn creates, just like the elephant you just saw, all the way in Ecuador. Here's the stone from Ecuador again, so you can see how it mirrors India's. It was the knowledge passed from civilization to civilization. The Anunnaki chose Africans as ambassadors for them as they traveled civilization to civilization, leaving over 1,000 pyramids on Earth as receipts. How do you make someone you're chosen and then screw them over? Those darn Anunnaki. They actually did it in every civilization, turning nation against nation. I'll teach you about the Book of Solomon. At the top, you have the 5-pointed star, which represents the 5 planets you can see with your naked eye. That's not what excites me. Master Scribe has seen the 5-pointed star on everything, because I've shown them the whole world. Bottom left, Minoan. Bottom right, Ecuador. I've shown you this in other places like Ireland, the gnosis you need to be in tune with the planets above, having the knowledge of the gods, of the planets, and matching your frequency. That's what's all over this warrior. You see the frequency patterns on his bands of his shirt, across his body. He has the knowledge of the gods. That's why he has the 3 feathers in his headband. When people do research, they assume that it's the sun at the top, but it's the black sun, not the regular sun, which ranks number 4 on our ancient important list. I did a video about Mecca's giant clock tower with the crescent moon, with the windows showing the 7 planets the ancients thought was most important. The 5 you can see with your naked eye, and the sun and moon to make 7, the crescent moon specifically. The next level shows you the 5 rings for the 5 planets you can see with your naked eye. Yes, you see Mediterranean print inside of the 4th ring. Everything's borrowed. The top of his head is shaped like a tuning fork to have access to the planets above, matching your frequency with the frequencies of the planets. He has 12 in his headband of the tuning fork for the 12 constellations, which fits Africa's timeline. Frequency patterns in his collar. The serpent's near his head for gnosis. Headband of the 12 constellations drops down 5 beads for the knowledge of the 5 planets. At his belt, you see the 5 for the X, which represents the 5 planets you can see with your naked eye, recorded since the Stone Age. There's a total of 4 spaces, plus the whole shape makes 5. The ripple closed underneath shows a pattern of 9 for the 9 planets. Don't forget Uranus and Neptune. The 7 candle menorah turning into the 9. Under that, you have the frequency pattern, which is shown in every carving all over the world, matching your frequency with the planet's frequency above. His pants show a pattern of 7. Look at the Egyptian style influence in their art. If I found this in Egypt, I would have thought it belonged there. Now we know why England had to keep so busy hiding Africa's stuff all over the planet. I zoomed down some so you can see the detail of the bottom with the X. The X was first, then it turned into the cross. Notice the tiny 7 bubbles at each of the sections. Starting from the top, you do it as above, so below, down the middle, which counts 12 for the constellations. That's a double-bordered sun, so that represents the black sun, Saturn. Underneath, you'll see 4 for 4 planets, and then the big sun makes 5 for the 5 planets you can see with your naked eye. I marked the serpents at his head in black, 1, 2, and 3. The 3rd is near his ear. This represents knowledge of the gods, the 3 kings of earth, Anu, Enlil, and Enki. The Anunnaki made sure the Africans presented them in every civilization as the Holy Trinity. The three kings made sure they would be represented in every civilization all over the world. Everyone's holy trinity. I'm sure the tech the Anunnaki gave the Africans made everyone fall down in wonder and in awe. Some of the monuments baffle us till this day. In his hand he holds 5, which means he holds the power of the planet. This is flexing. Let's work our way down to the samurai part of the helmet. No point intended. Japan. I'll see you soon. Every ancient description of a god is woolly hair and black skin. This is why Buddha is black. This is why Shiva is black. Vishnu is black. Jesus is black. England had no choice. Shout out to the Netherlands for returning artifacts to Africa. My treat to them was decoding some of their landmarks in their country. And what a beautiful place. I would love to retire there. I've been told everyone there practices magic and minds their business. Anyway, he has 7 in his wristband for the 7 planets and 7 at the bottom of his shirt that makes a frequency pattern. Shout out to Father Crespi, man. If he knew all the treasures he really had, he seemed like a really happy man, a good one, which Saturn requires. All you have to do is be good. How hard is it to be good? Thanks for watching, and of course I'll decode the entire planet if I have to show everyone the common thread of the planets giving us existence. So long.